All right, so let's go ahead and skip forward. And the scene ends right there, and the scene opens again as you ride up to this town. And I'm gonna actually go ahead and go over to a map screen.
Hey Adam, can you hear us? Are you there?
All right, yeah.
Hi. Just making sure you can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What is that in the background?
It's a map.
Whoa!
It's a map.
It's a map.
Yes. Thumbs up to everybody who just did that.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna.
Wow, that zoomed in a lot. Okay, there we go.
So everybody should be at the top right of the map because I sent you all there.
Yeah.
Except me, I'm lost. Hang on.
Ooh, there's a fort.
Hey. Okay. Where am I? Can you
Wait.
send me back? I'm lost.
Wait, I can't control it, can I?
You can scroll up and down, and you can zoom in and out with that little bar next to the chat window at the top right.
Yeah, that doesn't affect you guys, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Caleb.
Mhm.
I'm lost. Can you fix me?
I'm trying to. But this should send you to that place. How zoomed in are you?
Ah, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. There's a thing.
We're at this bridge, right? This one.
Yeah. You're right before that. So this is actually not.
That's awesome. I love that.
This is actually not on the map. But basically, there's like, because this is like a kind of like cliffy area. There's like a section of like hillocks and like bluffs that you're kind of riding through. On this as this path goes up to the town. You can see the town in the distance. You can see the walls of the town. It's like a wooden palisade. It's not like super. Well, it's not palisade exactly. It's a wooden wall. It's a sturdy looking wall, but it isn't like.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this a keep?
Yep.
Why is this outside the walls?
Oh wait, no. That is a monastery, or actually,
Okay, that makes
actually a
100%
a nunnery.
A nunnery?
Yeah.
Get thee to a nunnery. I was like, this is the dumbest place to put, like on this map to put a cap. All right, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah,
That
it's a
made me
nunnery.
so
I
sad.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness.
But okay, so you're riding up through these like kind of like bluffs, and you're all riding up to the town. You can see it in the distance. Connor, you actually hear this before everybody else does because, I mean, you have magic.
Can we make
hearing.
observation rolls? I need tests.
Yeah, go ahead and make observation roll, everybody. And Connor, you can make either a linked test with hearing with the 9 disciplines, or just fork that in for your observation.
What's
I
the
don't know what the
obstacle?
difference is.
Basically, you can either do a linked test would be like, okay, I'm specifically like using my hearing right now to boost it up and try to do a specific thing.
Why isn't it coming up?
Basically, one just gives you a little boost, and one you can actually fail. So you either roll one and you can fail, and then you
Possibly
do the
get
other,
more.
or you could just roll one with a little bit of a bonus for the other.
All right, one with a
Automatic.
little bit of a bonus. What is that?
So
That's
basically,
forking.
just go ahead and do observation if you have it. Do you have observation as a skill?
No, I got the hearing thing.
Okay,
I have
then I would actually just roll the.
Hearing?
Yeah, just roll hearing.
What's the obstacle for hearing what we hear?
Let's go ahead and say the ob is 4.
4. Dang, son. Ninjas. I got wrecked, but that's okay. I get.
Wow. Yeah, I did too.
Whee!
You
No.
have great observation.
Holy
too.
cow.
Wait. Oh, that's right, because I am just learning.
Oh my gosh,
observation.
Jared, you failed. Oh, you only have one observation. Okay, I was like, how did you fail with a
Yeah.
great observation? What
Wow.
stat do you have
Okay,
that's
so
gray?
no one hears this, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably more like a 3,
What's the base-
but you
what's the
still
base
didn't get that.
What's the base obstacle?
It's 4 or 3.
Go ahead and say 3 actually
Blind
now.
I didn't notice it. This is just
Oh, sorry.
this game.
None of us noticed.
Nice.
We're
Okay.
all just arguing.
So yeah, you're probably like talking. Okay, Alphonse is being really loud.
Alphonse is singing.
Oh,
This
goodness.
line is closer to
Oh,
12
fun.
inches by now.
I'm going to cut your tongue out. It's gonna
And
happen.
now I have to scratch out the entire line because someone answered him.
Wait, what's coming at us again?
I mean, I'm not actually going to say that. If I want to cut his tongue out, which I do, I'm probably going to make it as covert as possible.
You
I
actually
don't want him
see.
protecting his
All right,
tongue.
so you guys are writing, and Alphonse is like singing, or actually, what are you doing, Alphonse? Are you singing, or being really loud, or what? What are you doing?
Me and Theo are playing patty cake.
You're on horses, man.
Exactly. Extreme patty cake.
Make a writing test or you fall off and
In the
die.
eyes of a hawk and ears of a fox. That's like basically what just happened.
Yep.
Now you both make writing tests or you fall off and
I'm
die.
telling you, he's like a dwarf. He's like Gimli, and
Make
then
patty cake
David's
tests,
kinda like-
David. Come on.
like
What?
We have to make patty cake
David's
tests.
Thorin,
No.
and Jared is Gimli.
Yeah. All right. So Alphonse, what are you actually
Gimli
doing?
is
You're
not
not playing
that
patty
annoying.
cake.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Theo and I are playing patty cake.
Theo, are you okay with that?
Wait, with
I
what?
mean, it's probably not
Alphonse-
patty.
Alphonse wants to
You're
play
not
patty
okay
cake with you.
that.
No, I'm not okay with that.
Darn it.
So this is Alphonse trying to convince Theo to play patty cake with him, or some Serrano equivalent of patty cake.
That's why we, got ambushed.
Mahjong.
Play patty cake with me. No.
So literally, okay. So you guys are riding, and we kind of like the camera like kind of zooms in onto like a bit of the bluff, and like a stone like kind of falls down as if someone was like above it, but no one notices, and then you hear some muffled voices, but no one notices it because Alphonse is being so loud, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make a roll here.
Did you hide your DM screen, or can we watch it on the stream?
You can't watch it on the screen. On the stream. You
Scream.
On
You
the-
can't watch it on the stream, but you can watch it on the screen.
I'm trying to think of what the ob for this would be. It is.
What are they trying to do? Throwing?
What is it? What is it, Alphonse? What is your agility?
Oh, why me?
I think there's actually a reflex roll. That might work. I think. Wait, where's
No,
reflex?
there isn't.
Oh, there it is.
Reflexes is a static thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, I mean, they could just roll against.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll against. Roll your agility, Alphonse.
Okay. What's
Nice.
the
Not nice.
yeah,
Never mind.
what's the
Just
thing?
just against a 1.
Oh, that was there. Good. All right, that's good. Never mind.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
Nice. All right, so you just at the last second you managed to put your head back as a rock whizzes by your head. You feel the wind, and then you hear.
But I'm riding side by side with Theo. Wouldn't he get hit then?
Go ahead and make an agility, Theo.
Okay.
Way to go, Jared. Way to go.
No, that's true.
Hey,
he
I have to
fixed.
make
He
everything
positioned
worse.
himself like that. Like that is what happened.
And hey, now if Theo gets killed and we all die, you get you get fate for making the situation worse.
Hey, wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You did it right.
You're fine. Yeah.
And yeah, because you're the defender, the tie goes to you. So you both dodge out of the way as a rock comes whizzing by your head, and then you hear some children up on the bluffs, like laughing raucously and saying, "Ha! You almost got him! Ha ha ha!" And then they like,
Raucously.
yeah.
They're
And then,
Irish. Oh, you almost got him.
but okay, so then they all pick up rocks and they look at you, kind
Throw
of.
my spear and kill the little kid.
They kind of leer at you and they're like, "Eat this, foreigners!" And then they
Little
throw
5-year-old kid or something.
they throw rocks at you.
And you're like, dude, what the heck? Okay, no, I'm not gonna kill anybody right now.
Can I persuade Dylan to kill them all?
You're not like all powerful in persuading people.
You're
He is
not.
pretty good.
You're
It's
really
all
not.
It's all I have, Theo. It's all I have.
He is very good at it. He
So-
rolled 12 once.
Okay.
We're gonna
Wait,
go.
wait, so
Yeah, go ahead.
what?
No, what are you guys doing?
Adam. Adam.
Adam, come back.
Wait, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay. So when I tried to stab Jared in the beginning of the game, he got 12 dice to stop me from stabbing him. He needed like 10, I think, or something, and he got 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was
So
insane.
He's pretty good. He would have died there if he had. Like, we were to the point where I'm like, well, I didn't actually expect this to work, but I guess I roll sword now. And he's like, I convinced him not to stab me, and he rolled 12 dice.
Wow.
That's the reason I'm voting off his unlucky
No,
trait as soon as
please
possible.
don't kill me. You're like, all right,
Okay.
fine. Wait, so did he dodge it, or he just persuaded
No,
you?
basically he just said something that made me pause long enough that the guard whose sword I stole tackled me, and so I couldn't stab him. But yeah, he basically just made me pause because he rolled so high on persuasion.
So how is everybody else reacting
Yeah.
to? Actually, everybody, go ahead and make a steal test.
A steel
Oh,
test?
I get to make a steel test? Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and make a steal test for surprise.
Oh.
Steal is in your
I don't think I
attributes.
I don't think I get any bonuses against surprise.
For kids throwing rocks at us, we have to roll steel.
Yeah, you were not expecting this at all whatsoever. This isn't like a like lose your nerve kind of thing. This is a like you're in shock and you like stop and you can't do anything for a little bit.
What's the
What's the obstacle?
Go ahead and make it a 2.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a 5.
Oh, mine's actually ob
Still
4
up.
because it's untrained. How do you make it untrained?
Oh no, Jared, it's not a skill. It's an attribute.
Oh,
I would assume it's a routine steel test.
Looks like it is. Yeah, I mean for you.
oh wow. I have
Yeah.
a really high steel.
It's routine for me too. Oh, I guess no, I don't need a routine. That's why it's routine. Dang it.
I'm assuming I'm rolling
Are
too.
we all rolling steel?
Yep,
What
Oh
is?
my gosh, guys! I have such a high steal. It's so great.
you really do.
My steal is 8, guys. It's 8. I have 8 steal.
Is
I'm
steel
so
at the
happy.
top?
Steal
It's,
is in
it's
attributes.
Second attribute on the left, or second down.
Oh, there we go.
What are the modifiers?
What's the Artha?
There's none.
No modifiers. Just put the obstacle as 2.
Okay, I'm gonna die. I don't know. I get really bad
What's your
rolls.
steal?
I got 5 successes.
Wow,
Wow, you have good steal.
nice.
Theo, what's Theo's steal? I'd be surprised if it was bad. You only have
Steal
3
is
steal?
3.
What?
Yeah.
I have
You're
more
like
steel
a,
than you.
a murderer. And stuff.
Oh right. Oh my goodness, I forgot to ask you those questions, Theo.
Yeah, Theo, you probably have rock and steel. It's probably not as good.
Okay, let's dig. You succeeded anyway. So, but after this, I'll ask you a few questions that will like make your steal go up and down. So,
What is steel?
Don't do it. It's a trap.
What did you say, Adam?
What is steel?
Basically,
Okay,
you're...
I'm actually curious, Theo. Did I ask you any questions about steal or health?
This is not familiar. You only asked me about the face.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, nerve is basically your nerve. So like, if you're surprised, if you're shocked, if you're in fear, if you're in pain, you make steel. It's basically your ability to grit your teeth and take it. And if you fail, you hesitate, which is basically a number of beats, more or less, that you're like, oh crap, and then you can do something again. So basically, yeah, it's how tough you are mentally, pretty much.
Yeah, I think I would be pretty.
Yeah, your character. Do you have a combat? You have gladiator or anything like that, like a
Yeah.
combat
Yeah.
life path? Then you probably have pretty decent. Because if you have good combat stuff, then most of the questions increase your steel.
But
do you have-
I also wait. So it's your mental strength.
Basically, it's like your nerve. So like,
Yeah.
how
Oh, yeah,
how
that-
fast you can react to like
Yeah.
something crazy happening.
it's how
I mean, I've
powerful
done
you are.
pretty
For lack of a
crazy
better-
things that I have stuff like glory hound. I'll just go do something crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that modifies
probably have
steal.
pretty good
My
steal.
nerve would be pretty whoa.
Yeah, you probably have pretty good steal.
But okay, so everybody rolled well on their steal. So you guys managed to react pretty quickly. So you're not really surprised. So let's go ahead and make just have everybody making it. Okay. So what is everybody going to do?
Well, we're right next to the village, right?
Wait. Okay, I'm
So-
sorry. Which is? I was confused about what happened. I know the kids threw the rocks, but did someone attacking us?
A
No,
bunch,
this
a
is
bunch of
basically
kids
just
are throwing
whether or
rocks
not
at you.
Yeah, how you react, like whether or not you kind of lose it or are surprised by
Go
this.
attack them, just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, well, we're right next to the gate, so I'm just gonna ride up to the gate and tell these guards that they need to do something about their unruly children.
Yeah, that would probably be the best thing because we can't get inside the gate and they know you. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm tonsured, so they should have an idea of who I am.
Hmm.
I assume it must be not okay to be tonsured unless you're, like, I mean, I guess obviously if you're, like, have cancer and you're bald, like, you can't really do anything about it, but I assume being bald isn't a thing that most people can just do since it's a mark of being
Most
a
of
holy
the time,
order.
yeah.
Okay.
At the very least, like
Um,
they anyone who's like bald has to grow like some hair, like
Okay.
however small that is.
Yeah. Or wear a hat. No, I'm just kidding.
Grow out their eyebrows and comb them over.
Yes, you could be from the Way of Kings.
Yes. Okay, so what is everybody? Oh, actually, David, it's a bit farther than you think out from the gate. You can ride to the
Okay.
gate, but like it would take you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna make a writing test to try and just
Sure.
get there and be
Yeah.
like, you need to send someone over there and teach us kids a lesson.
Go ahead and make
So-
that. Go ahead and make the writing test.
Okay.
Make it an op
Obstacle?
3.
3, dang son. I mean, I'm just dodging rocks, right? Like,
Oh. Well, I thought you were making the writing test for like to get there fast.
well, I mean, I was just basically trying to get there without getting hit by a rock.
All
and
right,
then-
so I'll just make a opposing throwing then, and that will be
Oh,
your.
okay. Gotcha. I don't think I get any stuff for this. So.
So they got 0.
Yeah,
So,
dodging and weaving like a boss.
yeah. So Delon just kind of rides through the hailstorm of rocks. What does everybody else do?
Do I get a reteam for that if it's 0 difficulty?
Ooh. Can I use?
Yeah, it'd just be
Um,
routine.
I don't know what this would be, but since like I'm sure, do you think there would be something in the gladiator games where people like throw stuff at me? Could I be like prepared for
Probably.
this? Like
Yeah.
because they like boo or something
Yeah,
or like
definitely.
like hey, buy these rocks so you can throw them. At
You
the
might have
gladiators."
like a little bit of like, oh no, I'm back in the gladiator games.
like I'm having this like some PTSD
Yeah.
or something, or like it was like no, like and I just like charge the gate and just start like stabbing the gate. Like oh man.
Are there any like gladiator skills or gladiator wise skills? or
He has
anything like
arena
that?
wise.
So
Okay,
like, I
cool.
think like just brute fighting and like fighting people who have weapons or fighting like
Alright.
like okay, let's say if there was like a lion, I could probably fight a lion.
Yeah, if you were in an arena, basically, yeah. Or in this case,
Well,
if it was
I
related
think
to the
like
arena.
arena based stuff.
I would consider,
Right,
consider that most things that would plausibly happen in an arena
Exactly, yeah, like you're
are
like, oh, that was
Right.
connected.
that probably
Though
happened.
fighting in an arena is very different than fighting in real life because you
Yeah.
have a large open space. So
Mhm.
there's that too. I mean, if you're in a field, then yeah, totally. But plus you have like the pumping of the crowd, like adrenaline and stuff like that. So there's differences. But I mean, I think for
Cheer me on.
dodging a tomato or a rock, you could probably do that.
Yeah, definitely. You can fork that in.
Cool. I was just wondering if you had a skill because I was like, that's a good idea, but
But yeah, okay, so
skills.
yeah, Theo, what does everybody how does everybody else respond besides Dallin?
I'm just gonna try to ride to the gate as well, except I don't have a riding, which means I'm gonna fail because I have to learn it first, right?
Yeah,
Well, it's gonna be pretty tough. Basically, whatever he rolls for throwing is gonna double.
it's gonna double. They only have
But
a 2
He
for
only has
throwing
2.
though.
Yeah, so you'll probably be okay. I mean, he rolled a 1. They got a 1 throwing at me, or a 0. I mean, so you will probably be okay. Hell, maybe. Do you know what riding is off of? Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. Should be. Wait, no, I'm still an idiot.
I believe it's agility and will or something like that, or maybe it's
Yeah, it's weird. It's will.
just will.
will.
Okay.
Yeah. You tell your horse where to go, man. Tell that horse where to go.
Oh.
So they got a 2 throwing.
Oh, that means you have
So
to
that's
beat
a 4.
Or no, you have to get a 4.
Yeah.
Which is not possible unless you have 8 will. And if you have 8 will, that's cheating because I can't have 8 will. I can't have 9 smarts, so
He could spend some fate.
that's true. You could do that. You got 4. That was
I put the wrong up. I didn't
that's
put
fine.
in an up.
It's fine. Oh, you did get 4. How did? Oh, but it's. Oh yeah, no, you succeeded then. Yeah.
how do you have 4 dice?
Oh.
Isn't it? Oh, you roll your actual stat. Never mind. It just doubles the thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm an
Wait,
idiot.
riding is will?
Yeah, it's will.
Yes, it's will.
What did you roll?
It's not
Crap,
agility.
I rolled an agility.
Yeah, go ahead and roll those again then.
Ew. Yeah.
Crap.
That seems impressively high for.
Hang on, page froze. Stop it. Oh, great.
But I guess no, that makes sense because you roll the actual stat, so I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's just that it doubles. I don't know. I was thinking you got half the dice for some reason because I'm an idiot, apparently.
Theo and Cantarius and Alphonse, what do you guys do while we're?
So what am I doing then?
Stand there
I mean-
and dodge the rocks. I mean,
You want to add us the writing to being learned? Did you do that already, Josh?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you
go up. Input the ob as 4. Or no, input the ob as
Input the-
2. I'm sorry,
Ob as 2. Okay.
because it will double
Oh
the
yeah,
4.
because it'll double it. Yeah. That's not a good color.
It is not a good color.
You get a 6.
You do have a fate that you could spend there.
Also, make sure you
Alright.
check a test for writing.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah, this is just to avoid getting knocked. Just get. What size rocks are they throwing?
Pretty big,
I mean,
like
they're
fist-sized
Children, they can't
rocks.
be. Really?
I,
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, they're okay. So
dodge.
as you look, they're like burly children. Like they're like the bully children kind of a thing.
I mean, I could dodge those.
Like
Like
who-
the wall's probably not like
I
5
mean, you're
feet
on a
high.
horse. That's gonna make it harder.
Yeah.
People just see it pretty easily.
oh, bother.
You can spend a
Not
fate,
gonna bother?
Antonius.
Heck, why not? I'll just take the hit.
Okay. I mean, okay. I guess intents weren't firmly established here. But
Yes, they weren't.
basically, I'm
You
gonna
were
say,
probably trying to knock us off the horse.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. So yeah, you get knocked off of your horse in a big rock. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. You got a 3, so it's just bruised. You just got a bruised wound, but that doesn't do anything mechanically. So
I'm good.
you get knocked off, but the rock doesn't really hurt you that much. So
Falling off the horse would probably hurt more than the rock, to be honest.
yeah.
That's
Actually,
agility.
do you want to go ahead and make an agility roll to see if you like don't hurt yourself?
That's
Good
something I
job,
make a little
David.
better.
Thanks.
So
What's the
Appreciate it.
okay?
Let's make the
now
ob
how do I
3.
determine? Okay, what's the ob
3.
on that?
Let's go ahead and do it 3.
3, and then yeah. Poo.
That's pretty much the same thing. It's still just one short.
Yeah, but I'm
try
gonna
to
let's look
Catch
at
myself and fail 1/3 of the way.
let's
mean,
go
you
ahead
could
and
get-
go ahead and make that a superficial wound. So
Can
you have
someone
you have a
explain-
superficial
This is
wound.
complex.
That's
Can
fine.
Someone explain to me how this works?
I went ahead and just marked that on your character sheet. So now everything that you do, it will add 1 ob to it. So yeah, you basically got you kind of got scraped up a bit when you got knocked off your horse and fell into the ground because there's lots of rocks on the ground. It's kind of a rocky little area, so you like scrape a bunch of skin off your arm and stuff, and it stings quite a bit. Theo, Cantarius, and Alphonse.
I feel like I would just kind of look at them and try to scare them off.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation then.
Okay.
Look at them.
Just glare at them, I guess. Or...
Yeah.
With your
Uh,
light percentage.
Yeah, your
Right.
ob would be 3 for that, Connor, because their will is 3.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And then and then how do I register a test for the stats? In this case, how do we determine what's a difficult? And
Nice. Yeah,
it's based on
it
the
says you're
difficulty,
difficult.
it'll
It
tell you.
says
so the number
says it
that's
right
next
under
to it.
no. It says underneath the roll you made, agility in the chat window. It says difficult. So just mark a difficult test on your agility.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
your-
useful.
Sorry.
Yeah, it will
That's
always tell
useful.
you. It will always tell you.
That's useful.
Okay, so Connor, how does that work then? How does Cantarius scare the kids off?
I literally just turn and look at them with my white eyes, and they all turn and run away.
Okay.
You just
cool.
like catch a rock midair with your while you're blind. And just,
Yes.
You're
you
like,
just crush it in your
Yes.
hand.
Sure.
Yes, I catch it without even looking.
Sure. And then they
Yeah.
see you're blind, and yeah,
close
they just
of the
book it.
rock, going towards his face, and he's like not even looking at it. He's like,
Yep.
Yeah, he just looks straight at them, looks away. Boom.
So
That's perfect.
so yeah, literally you catch the
Oh.
rock and you see the kids kind of they're like oh hey let's get out of here. Yeah, and then they just kind of like hightail it back.
Couldn't you have caught the rock before I lost all my dignity?
Oh man, you're lucky I wasn't there to see that. Oh.
I look to him and I'm just like, yeah, good catch, whatever your name is. I don't actually say that. I actually say his name.
Cantarius.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, good catch, Cantarius.
Gosh darn it. Oh man. Alright, so when I reach the gate,
Yeah.
I hail the guards. I'm like, you should keep a better eye on your roads. Your children assaulting holy knights with stones is probably not the kind of welcome you're hoping for to your little village here.
And
Maybe
they
it
kind
was.
they kind of glance at you, like scrutinizing, like, all right, you look like a holy knight, but are you really a holy knight? Because these are village people, and they're automatically suspicious of any strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have the Pope's, insignia stuff on me, right? Because I'm his son.
yeah, but again, you're
So
below them and they're on a gate, and
right.
this,
I'm also
their
in
initial
armor
reaction.
on a
Yeah,
war
yeah,
horse,
I know, but like their
okay.
initial reaction is like,
Where did you get coconuts?
Hey, wait, hold on. If the Pope is your father, is he like disappointed in you guys?
Oh, he's weird. We don't really know what's going on with him. He just like didn't show up at all when we were in prison. It was like totally not talking to us
so
at all.
you guys got accused by the church itself and the Pope, your father.
Well, the thing is that
Kind of like disappointed, doesn't want to be seen with you guys, or
well, because
You don't know?
he's
I
gotten
would
he's
assume
gotten
he
us.
can't talk to Jared at all.
Well, no, he's gotten Jared out of like all of the things that he did before. That's the reason he committed literally hundreds and hundreds of crimes, and only just now being persecuted for it or judged for it was because the Pope got him out of all of it, and randomly just didn't this time, and didn't get me out of it either. So it's kind of weird. We have no idea why he just randomly fell off the face of the planet when it comes to us. But
He literally fell off the face of the planet.
well, I mean,
Planet's
so we don't know
round.
where the Pope is.
no, what? He's our father.
I mean,
But you don't know where he is.
he is. He's in Lucerta. He's in the city you guys came from.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll be like one of our missions, is like go find the Pope.
No, yeah, he's there. He just like totally ignored us for like no reason, which is
Yeah, he's
out of
been
the
vague.
ordinary. But okay. Do you want me to make a roll of some sort, like a suasion or something?
Well, no. Okay, so their initial reaction is, all right, identify yourself.
All right, he does so. He's just like what would be the title of just like sir, or what's the title of a holy knight specifically, or all knights holy knights basically?
Holy
I
knight,
think you
yeah.
said that, right? Okay. What's my last name?
Holy night.
Ton. He's like, I'm Holy Knight Ton from, what's the name of the city?
Lucerta.
Lucerta. I'm from Lucerta. I'm on official church business.
Just go and make a suasion roll. Actually,
Unofficial church business.
go
Okay.
ahead and make a suasion roll against their will, which is 3. So it's not too terribly difficult, but.
Okay. I don't think there's any doctrine to that, so.
Yeah.
All right. That's not a good color.
Oh wow. And you can spend a fate on it if you want to.
Yeah, I got one, but.
Yeah, not enough. Okay, so why do you fail this roll? I'm wondering.
I don't.
Do you have any idea? Is there something on your end that happens, you think, or?
Are they heretics?
Well, yeah, that's entirely possible. You did come here to find heretics.
That's true. 1 second. I'm gonna. There it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's possible the heretics have infiltrated the town more thoroughly than we thought they did.
Yeah.
And are aware, or they could have said to the town watch, hey, somebody's going to come claiming to be from the church. They're not really,
They're doing room.
they're heretics trying to kill us. So they're spreading a reverse rumor to assuage
maybe-
the damage if a real church person does come. If these people are posing as church people but teaching falsehood.
I probably just, instead of saying I'm on a church business, I'm like, I'm here from the church to root out the heretics in your town, and they probably don't take that very well. Probably like,
Yeah,
heretics? There's not
yeah.
heretics in our town.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. They kind of like look at each other like, I don't know where you're from, I don't know what it's like in Lucerta, Holy Knight, but here in Estol, we don't go around claiming that an entire town is full of heretics, without so much as a word elsewise.
He shakes his head. He says, "No, you go around throwing stones at holy knights and denying them entrance." He says, "Do you want me to?" He's like, "This can escalate if it needs to, but that would be a ridiculous waste of time." Because if you defy the church, you know how, I'm sure you understand how that will go over with them or with me.
Yeah, so he kind of looks at you, looks at his friend, and he's like, whatever, let him in. And then he kind of crank the gate open.
Go away, or I shall insult you a second time.
This is not going to turn into Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
so good. Oh, it's so good. All right, yeah. He just nudges this horse in then, and kind of keeps an eye on the guards just in case they decide to try and do anything stupid.
Mm-hmm. So the rest of you kind of ride up after that, and yeah, the guards are like, "Who are you?"
Good luck.
We all sort of look at Alphonse.
Yes, confirmation.
Are they not letting us in?
When
Right now?
Alphonse doesn't immediately respond, we all look at Theo.
I could
Well,
break it.
We all meaning me, because Cantarius probably doesn't look at people when he's talking to them, and
Like, we're here to buy stuff. We are nobles.
that worked out. Well, I guess that did work out for you last time, didn't it?
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna make you have you make a roll. It's not.
Can
They're
I
just-
can I do a prayer to make them open the gates for us?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he just says the nobles here to buy things. You're like, okay. I mean, they just kind of
they're
like,
villagers, you can't really turn away. money
yeah,
from nobles,
exactly.
right?
They're just gonna like, I mean, okay, fine, I guess, and then just open the gate for you.
Yes.
So you guys ride in and you see Dylan, you know, right next to the gate.
Immediately going towards the nearest like ancient post office.
the
The owlery.
yeah. I'm actually interested. Let's see.
Or ravens, maybe, if this was Game of Thrones.
To be
I make a big deal about how much easier I got in than Dylan did. It's
I don't
like,
really
yeah.
know how much of that conversation you heard.
Oh,
yeah, you
Darn.
didn't hear any of that.
that's sad.
So
I
you're
probably didn't
going,
hear yours either.
yeah, you go straight to like, yeah, someone who can mail your letter, and that's fine. You can just do that. Like, that's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
What are the rest of you guys doing? You're gonna try to find like a place to stay, or it's getting on towards
I'm gonna start
evening.
making stuff.
So you just find like junk as you walk, Connor, like little bits
Yeah.
and pieces of random crap that you just kind of like take and.
MacGyver.
That was going to be my skill, but I couldn't find a suitable trait that would allow me just to find random crap and put stuff
Well,
together.
yeah, Connor has the scavenging skill, so
That would be why I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not able to do that then. Okay. Okay.
Connor could teach you scavenging. That's a thing that could happen.
I could.
Do you
That's
have
the thing that could. I'm liking this thing.
do
Why
you
don't
have
we do this?
instruction, Kantari?
He doesn't have instruction, but he could learn instruction and then teach Antonius.
You might end up putting stuff together that kills you, but you get good enough to teach the next person.
Okay. Works for me.
Except his method of scavenging probably wouldn't work for somebody who wasn't blind.
Probably not. Yeah.
That's true. It would be kind of hard to
Disappointed
scavenge.
he
Can't see.
does, because I would probably visually scavenge, and
I mean, how do you
Different.
audibly, or I mean, how do you hear, like, scavenge with hearing? How
I
does
mean,
that
probably
work?
he probably
With
just
my
does it by
stick.
well, okay, with his stick, and he probably mostly does it by touch. Like that's probably what it is. He kind of like just kind of like
I bet that
moving
backfires.
moving his staff around with his and like if it bumps into something, he kind of like feels it, and he's like, oh, what's that?
Nice. Just hope there's no diapers on the side of the road.
I mean, he'd smell that though.
That's true. Good point. All right.
So
just
yeah,
don't do
are the
your
rest of you-
scavenging in a
Would it be
marketplace.
unnecessary for me to try and help him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your character might not think about that though. I mean, he
So
also doesn't know that he has magically enhanced.
I have no, like. I didn't say I was a bad guy. I just didn't care about killing people I didn't know.
Oh, right. So you might, your character might be like, oh yeah, I should help this guy.
Yeah, I can be like nice, but I just like when it comes to murdering people, I'm like if God didn't tell me to murder you, I mean, it's like, whatever. You're just like a person. I can treat you morally correct. But if God tells me to kill you, I'm gonna kill you. It's just the way it works. So
Connor-
I can be nice. I mean, it's just like
Yeah,
that guy needs some help. I can try to help him out.
Connor, are you legitimately making a scavenging roll? Are you trying to find something specifically, or are you just kind of picking up random bits and pieces of things?
Picking up random stuff. I'm always inventing things. So.
Yeah.
Because I feel like right now, like I'm intrigued by Connor's character. Like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Like, what's his story? story. I kind of want to know his story.
Yeah, definitely. So Connor, what are you picking up then? What kind of things?
Metal objects.
Shiny metal
I'm not
object.
sure how many of those would be around in just a village.
Especially not that people don't own and would be having
Yeah.
a problem with you taking.
You're just gonna try to pick up all the metal objects that you see. Horseshoe there, wagon wheel there,
Exactly.
pan full of
Pick a-
cake over there,
Cake.
What do you?
or pie.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Oh yeah.
Although if it's really up to me, I'd pick Tao because that's 2 pie.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Anyone?
Mm.
Anyone? Bueller?
Wait, what?
Bueller.
Wait.
Bueller. Bueller.
Anyways, I don't know.
Anybody?
So yeah,
Bueller.
I know that Connor, you're scavenging or whatever. Are the rest of you like trying to find like a hostel or something, another Adamari hostel?
I'm gonna look for an inn or
Inn.
something relatively near a blacksmith shop, because
Okay.
that's the thing I like to do.
Go ahead and make a circles roll, Antonius.
Oh yes.
It's going to bump out the circles.
Oh yes.
Where would that button live?
That is on the right of attributes.
Hi there. There is a button there. Cool.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and look what this would be. So you're trying to find a blacksmith shop. Or are you trying to find
Yeah.
or you're
Well,
more specifically
essentially,
trying to find a inn that
I'm
is
looking
next to a
for an
blacksmith?
inn. Proximity to a blacksmith shop is something I would like to see, but not deal breaker one way or the other.
Okay.
We buying a house?
So
No. Yes.
Just kidding.
No. I don't think I want to buy another one yet.
As soon as I drop off that letter, I'm just gonna head back towards where they were at. I assume they're still on the main road. Cause
So am I rolling circles to see if I can find a? I figure my next step would be to see if the local smith would mind me.
okay, one thing I'm actually wondering,
Work or something.
because technically, I don't know if you can.
So this isn't really a circles roll.
Well, no. Well, this is the thing, because technically you only have city dweller life paths. I'm not sure you would be able to roll circles because like it's by life paths and settings, and you don't have anything in the villager setting. So I'm wondering how exactly this would work. What do you think, David?
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I don't even see how circles would apply in this case.
It's when you're looking for somebody that you want services from.
Yeah, is an
Not even specifically. So, well, yeah, I guess. I'm more wondering if they let me use their
Right, that would be a
forge, do a
service,
bit
yeah.
of piecework or something, because I just want to get my hands on some steel and do some work, because I've been in prison for 5 years.
Yeah, that would be.
Wait, you
would
have?
roll those, I think.
Yeah, I'm more married to my anvil than my real wife. So
Oh man.
For
But yeah,
some
okay. Normally
reason,
you
not a
can't
blacksmith.
make. I don't think you can make circles outside of your life path, like whole setting. But I mean, they're both blacksmiths.
Yeah. Well, he's looking for an innkeeper, basically.
Well, no,
I thought-
okay. What I'm a little confused on
an
is
inn should be
why
pretty
it's
defined.
relevant at all to make a circles roll, just looking for an inn in proximity to a blacksmith shop. Can't that just be a GM knows the layout of the town and says there isn't an inn
Well-
near a blacksmith shop, and then I just say fine, and we go find the
That's
nearest
kind
inn
of
then?
a method of doing that. It's just if you fail the roll, then there's not. If you pass the roll, there
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Or if you fail the roll, there is, but that guy really don't like you.
Yeah,
And so
that's
there's
basically what
a
that
couple
is.
things for it. That's why they do it that way.
Like
It's
so
kinda-
say you rolled to try to find an innkeeper and you failed. It would probably be like there's only one inn in town and it's a really bad inn.
Yeah,
Like-
or like you find the blacksmith, but it's a guy you put out of business who used to live in your city,
Yeah.
and now he's gonna try and kill you. Like that kind of thing.
that one makes a whole lot more sense. That one makes a
Mhm.
whole lot more sense in terms of
Yeah, I mean, I
the
think
mechanics. I'm not sure why I would have to roll at all for look just to find an inn.
Yeah, I mean, an inn would
That's what
probably
I'm
be pretty
confused about.
obvious. Like they want people to come. I don't think you'd have to roll circles probably to find an inn, but to find specifically a blacksmith that would let you like that you want to use his stuff, like that would probably be a circles roll.
Yeah,
But
okay.
an inn would probably just be. I mean, there's going to be an inn. It's probably trying to make itself as obvious as possible. And I mean, nothing
So
else.
can we just say an inn near-ish the marketplace then?
Sure,
And
that's fine.
Just
Yeah.
say I find one.
hmm
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I am probably assuming that it's probably around here, because this looks like the main city square kind of a thing. So let's go ahead and say,
I mean, there's probably businesses nearby it too. I mean, if you have a
Yeah,
business, that's a good place to put it.
definitely.
So it's probably relatively nearby.
I think let's say that this over here, if you can see where I'm drawing, is the inn. So right there.
Oh, okay. And then which? Oh, the end. Okay, and then.
Yep.
You want to make a circles roll for the blacksmith then?
Yeah, go ahead and make a circles roll for the blacksmith. That would just be an odd 1 circles roll.
You're right there, Adam.
Yeah, I was listening. I was just dancing.
No, I believe you. I was just being amused.
Yeah, go make an odd 1 circles roll, Antonius.
Oh yeah, that's a good color.
Sweet. Awesome.
It's a 6. You could re-roll it and get a better thing.
Okay, no, technically you could, and the difference here would be if you want to just keep it at a 1, then and I'll look up the specific wording here. But if you want to keep it at a 1,
Where's circles?
What?
Where's circles?
Circles is like the people you know and the kind of
Oh,
like.
mhm. I see.
Yeah, yeah. You use it to find people that you want to.
Yeah, like people like hookups, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's a
so
hookup.
yeah, if you merely meet the obstacle, the contact is just one of momentary convenience passing back into the shadow of obscurity after the deed is done. If you exceed the obstacle, enough of an impression was made so that names are exchanged and remembered. If a circles test is failed, or yeah, basically like, if you wanted to spend that fate and roll again and got another success, then this would be a person you could call on later, and like you would be kind of amiable with this person.
Becomes your bud, and he would probably let you use your forge as opposed to a guy who might just be like, no, but you can buy a thing.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yes,
Let's
they
open
are.
that.
Okay.
Oh yes. Boosh.
Oh.
That is not a success, unfortunately.
You do get a difficult circles roll though.
Yeah, you do get a difficult circles roll.
So that's good, and you can still find the guy.
Yeah, so yeah, you find
Because my intent was to find one who would let me use his forge to do just simple work.
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
But he lets you do that for a fee. He's like, oh, that's totally fine. If you could pay me just a little bit for the time and convenience.
Plus, you have 3
Tell
resources.
no.
And that's just an odd 1 resources check. So.
Okay.
Can I borrow some money from you, Antonius, so I can level up my resources?
No.
Please. Flocks.
But okay, so yeah, basically what this would be, Antonius, is
Promise him.
you
What's
could
it called? Promise
you could possibly make a persuasion roll to try to convince him that it would be in his favor to not
Like,
charge
I'll
you.
do the work that you're doing, and then I'll.
Could I make a persuasion roll for him?
No.
Get on his good side?
As much as it would be useful to have your high persuasion stat, I don't much care for your style. And
Oh man.
something tells me the ob would be higher if you were the one making the persuasion.
It's worth it.
But David, offer him a indulgence for his money.
An indulgence?
Yeah.
You know what an
I'm
indulgence is?
concerned by what you mean by that.
No. It's like the Catholic Church.
Indulgence
Remember?
is a Catholic salvation coin.
Why would I know that?
Connor's trying to make a
Priest of the Catholic Church.
Reformation joke.
Why would
He's
I
trying
know
to-
that?
He's trying to
man.
make a Martin Luther Reformation joke. what he's
I'll
trying to do.
I'll sell you 1 ticket of forgiveness of sins if you'll
Literally.
you'll
Yeah.
give me
That's
a
a
loan.
thing you could do.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it is?
legitimately a thing that you could do.
You could.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you could decide. Okay, you, David, could decide whether or not that is a thing. But either way, whether or not this is a thing, you could probably
You're
convince
not-
someone that it's a thing.
Oh,
Right.
you
Now,
want
could I actually forgive him of
Jared,
legitimately if I
This
did
is
that?
something
Goodness,
right
no.
here.
Okay, wait.
What'd you say?
Hopefully
Okay.
not.
This
Could
is
I- okay.
something you should pay attention to here, Jared.
If I did this, would it actually be like, okay, in the eyes of like the patron saints, you now have not committed this sin, like you're actually legitimately forgiven?
I
Can
don't.
I do that?
I think that there are priests who
I was gonna say
can,
that's probably not quite in my realm.
but it's
Being
not. Yeah, you're a holy knight. That's not what your job is. Your job is to kill
Right.
people who are heretics. So
Yeah, okay. I was thinking that would, yeah.
there's actually a
Now, the
specific
question is-
specific role called a partner that does that. So
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. Can I get something from a priest that will allow me to do that?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
a coin or
definitely.
something like you said.
Yep.
Can I have one of those?
No.
Please?
No.
Dang it. Alright. Fine.
You could make it like a circles roll to find a priest in town who would give you one or something like that.
Okay. Fair enough. Now okay, the other thing is, on a technical level, none of us have sinned / are criminals anymore, right? Because we've
Yep.
pardoned.
You are exonerated
Okay.
completely.
So there's nothing I could actually exonerate them of as of this moment.
Well, I mean, you could probably exonerate Alphonse for like causing a priest to stumble or
That's
something
true.
like that.
But the last thing I would ever do is exonerate Alphonse.
Oh, David. David, you got to take the first step. Reach out.
I will reach out with the pointy end of my sword.
Oh.
Anyways.
And apparently, a sharp wit, quick tongue.
Yeah. I should get right there with
Yeah.
guys. Vote that traitor. Along with the aura of power, because I want an aura, because those are the coolest feats in the game. Anyways, or traits. I mean, can we vote auras? Can I vote an aura?
I
I
have an
mean,
aura of
it's a trait,
excellence.
so yeah.
No,
Oh my goodness.
Jared.
Okay,
no, you
Jared.
cannot.
Jared, I will make you a deal. If you vote in
Are we
an aura,
metagaming, boys? Are we metagaming?
Possibly.
boys?
just you. If you help vote an aura onto me, I will help vote an aura onto you.
Deal.
All right.
The problem is the rest of the people would not agree to that.
We're
Alright,
I don't know. I
metagaming
think
here,
we
aren't
can
boys?
convince Adam.
I want the aura of holiness, and you can have the aura of innocence, which is a call on for falsehood or inconspicuous, dodging guilt. Let's see if there's a better one.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
there a better one?
That's really good though.
It is. Yeah, that's probably the best one for you. So okay, we need that. Also, I should have an aura of holiness. I have an aura of holiness, guys. I just talk
But that's the
about
thing.
holiness
That's
everywhere I
that's
go.
a trait that you could have voted onto your character sheet. That is the thing.
Goodness, I want it
Yeah,
so
and
bad.
I always act like
Okay.
I'm innocent.
To be
Yeah.
fair, that is
Caleb.
true.
Mhm.
All right. Anyways, sorry. I just really want an aura because they're the coolest things ever, and I don't have.
Yeah,
one.
Antonius or John.
Quick.
Quick mechanical question
Sure.
before it gets completely lost.
Mhm.
Looking at my attributes circles here, it's got little numbers next to routine, difficult, and challenge. What are those relative to, and how does that affect things?
That's how many you need to level it
Yeah,
up.
that's
So
the
you need-
same thing as
I-
everything else.
So you need one routine and one difficult,
Or one
one
challenging.
challenge?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So the problem with this is that it doesn't make it very clear on here, but for certain, and actually I found out it's different for skills and attributes. It's actually different tables. So for attributes, I think you actually need both, and then skills, I think it's either or. So I think I actually need to
Oh,
downgrade.
no,
my
no,
speed.
it's stats. You need
because-
both.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's what it was. Yeah, stats.
Yeah.
And then skills and attributes, yeah, you need
Yeah.
either or. So it's
But yes, also, Josh, because Antonius has one circles, everything you can count one of those, either of those rolls at like a 1 or whatever, as a routine or a difficult or a challenging, because there's no other option. Like
yeah, because they're all going to be the same thing because
Exactly.
you're rolling a 1 to get a 1, so
Yeah.
or a 2, and it's always going to be challenging. So you can
Yeah.
pick.
Sure.
So yeah,
all right.
next time you make a circles roll, no matter what, you will advance it. So
Cool.
Okay.
Speaking of circles, can I make a circles roll? Why do I have 3 circles?
why do you have three circles?
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause
it's
of
will.
your will.
That's why.
Yeah, it's will.
Your
I
dad's
was like, I never have that good of circles. Huh? Oh yeah, right, yeah. So can I make a circles roll to try and find a
Connor, you look like a black guy from my angle.
What now?
Wait,
You look black guy.
I
Caleb.
look black.
Yeah, you look black.
Because of the you're all dark
Is it a
right now.
compliment?
I mean,
Yeah,
you look
yes.
blue.
You're a black
You
guy.
look purple. Caleb, is this the town that we decided that the forbidden character in my relationship thing is in, or is it a different town?
You could, if you wanted to. That's a possibility.
'Cause I was gonna make a circus roll to see if I could find the military encampment and like fight somebody, just train with somebody.
Mhm.
Roll a sword roll, really. That's what I want to do. But so that led me to that question. Would that make sense? I mean, would I have been sent here regularly enough that would have been a thing?
No, I don't think you've actually ever been here before.
Okay.
To be
All right, then
honest.
I'll
So,
just make a
yeah.
circle roll to try and find the place.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. And I believe that would be. Are you trying to find like specifically another holy knight kind of establishment?
Yeah, or just whatever the closest thing they have to that is. The closest military encampment. Because I mean, I suppose it's
Yeah,
all
I don't.
kind of...
I don't really think they have
connected.
any holy knights here.
Okay.
They
But-
shouldn't if they were harboring heretics.
Yeah. I
Either
think.
that or the
Not very
Holy
good
Knights
Holy Knights
themselves
anyway.
are heretics.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be along the lines of. Were you ever in a military life path, or is it just religious?
I think it's just religious. Yeah.
So you've
just
only
religious.
been in noble and religious
Well,
settings.
yes. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so technically you couldn't just try to find like a military encampment or whatever, unless it was somehow based in the nobility or a religious order. So wait, to be
Okay,
honest,
well-
you could roll a circles to try to find if there are any other
Yeah.
holy knights here, and then the
Okay.
roll will decide whether or not there are.
Right. The reason I actually asked that, nice. The reason I actually asked is because I know the military is a holy thing in general. Like they're obviously not all holy knights, but they're tied together. Like it's a religious military thing, right? But is that not? That's still kind of too obscure.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what again?
I know the military is kind of entrenched in the church's thing, kind of in this society. Like that's why the knights are holy, for instance. Like so, I assume it's somewhat connected, but not enough. Like the military in general is kind of like bound to the
Yeah.
church, right? A little bit.
It is, but yeah, it's not. It's not.
But I'll
enough.
just look for a holy knight.
Yeah, so the ob for that is going to be 3, I believe.
For another holy knight.
Yes. No, 4.
Even though we have the same.
4.
Even though we have the same life path, really.
Yes, because it's an uncommon occupation, and it is unusual for a holy knight to be in this situation, in this location. So those together give you an ob 4.
All right, fair enough. I don't think I can pass that then, so that's okay.
You could spend fate though, so.
That's true, and I also get a. That was not the right button. Let me try that again.
You've asked for the ob, so that means you have to roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You said 4?
Yep.
All right. That's not a good number,
No, it's
but
not.
it's a challenging test, so that's okay.
So let's just go ahead and say that there are no holy knights in the town.
Okay, fair enough.
So
Um,
I could have said that there is a holy knight, but he hates your guts. But I'll decide
Yeah.
against that.
Yeah. I'll probably just go back to.
That just sounds like something. That sounds like something Alphonse could use to his advantage. though.
It really
That's
does,
why I'm
but-
just gonna do it. So I'm gonna go back to the square near where the inn is and just kind of look around. I assume most of the stuff in the area that's important is there, and the others are probably kind of relatively nearby.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go into the square and look around, see if anything's going on, anything like that, and probably get an idea of what people are looking at. If I get a lot of funny looks, that's not a good sign. So I might do that too.
Okay, all right. So wrapping this up, kind of, how does the rest of the evening kind of go? I'm assuming you just get a room at the inn.
Yeah.
And I do think that the let's just say that the church automatically was gonna pay for you to stay at this inn the whole time you're here.
Specifically, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you don't have to pay for that or whatever. It's just they already have rooms set aside for you and places for your horses. So this is kind of your base of operations while you're here.
Cool.
But yeah, so how does the rest of the evening go? How do you kind of get yourself situated?
I'm probably gonna see if I can do a bit of piecework at the smithy, and then
Sure.
probably stay up way too late doing piecework at the smithy.
All right.
maybe
all right.
stay up all night doing piecework at the smithy because I can't stop.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. That'll be an interesting place to open up next time. Alphonse.
I go try and find the crime syndicate network because that belongs to that one lady. Am I thing? No.
Okay.
See if
That
there's one
doesn't
here.
sound sketchy at all.
Sorry, one of my lovers is a kingpin. Not my fault.
That doesn't sound like something that will get me to stab you at all.
Hey,
Okay.
so Alpha, this was the post. Was your sister, attractive?
I assume so. I mean, she's
Yeah.
they're
I mean,
like
she's
nobility.
related to us.
It's
Nobility.
related to you. I mean,
Yeah.
You're saying that as if that's a. It should be despite.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
Jared does have literally like over 200 counts of messing with people he's not married with, so he's apparently at least somewhat attractive.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Adulterous.
Alphonse,
against
it is
the law.
actually impossible for you to make that roll because one, this is not a city, and two, this small village would not have any
Well,
sort
crime
of
syndicate.
Okay,
not
then
the
I'll roll for
not
having
that
a
official.
previous lover here.
unnecessariness.
Okay, as long as they would be in the city dweller life path or the nobility life path
You're gonna have to
or
wrap
the
this
noble
up.
court
I did
life
not
path.
hear what you said at all.
They have to be in one of these 3 life paths, and you can choose the nobility, noble court, or city.
City.
Why
Okay.
would any of them be there? Or
So,
here?
well, it's possible. It would be kind of a high
I mean,
high roll, but
yeah. But I mean, the chances that they just happen to be moving by, unless you heard about it, I guess. It's possible.
Okay. So yeah, the roll for that, Jared, would be let's see, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Jeez, why are mine always so high?
You always pick the hard ones, dude.
You always
that's
pick the
actually a
hard
good
things to
thing.
do.
You
What am
want
I
high
rolling?
ones? They give you
Circles.
Where is circles located?
Right of attributes, like.
Yeah, just the first row to the right of attributes.
Oh, what? I only have one?
Mhm.
Correct.
But it's a gray shade one. That doesn't really help you in this situation, but.
Oh, yeah, I'm just not even gonna. Well, I mean, yeah, sure.
You have to roll it now
May
that
as
you.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, now you heard the ob, you gotta have to roll it.
What's the obstacle? 6?
5.
What'd you say?
5.
5.
Well, you got the one.
All right, so I'm going to say that there is a lover in town, but she's one of the ones that hates your guts.
Great.
Oh, good. Maybe she can kill you for me.
So-
That's
so-
my ex-wife.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that she is.
It's fourth wife.
Let's see. Yeah, she.
I don't think he's ever been married.
She was like the
lover.
wife of a craftsman of some sort. And
Can it be the blacksmith? Can it please be the blacksmith?
you know, sure, it's the wife of
Oh, no.
a blacksmith. Yeah,
You show up there, you're like, what are you doing
Antonio's,
here?
like brother or something.
and like basically
My
what
sister-in-law, man.
basically what happened, Jared, is that you caused a scandal that made them lose their position in the city, and they had to move to this small out of the way town to avoid notice, like, and a huge like brouhaha happening. So yeah, you kind of, so like I'm picturing like you go into where Antonius is, and he's kind of doing the piecework or whatever, and maybe you just went
And
there
I
to
just
like.
sort of turn my back and shove another piece of metal in the forge. And
Yeah.
completely ignore
And
his
I'm assuming that,
presence
like, yeah.
because I don't want to think he's there.
Yeah, Alphonse probably you were probably going there to like talk to Antonius about something, but like literally like the wife walks in the room and sees you, drops the vase she was holding, it shatters, and she like, I thought why are you, and then she storms off into the other room.
I'm just
Well,
there.
we
pumping
all know I have to seduce her again now.
I'm just over there pumping the bellows.
I was
ignoring
reading something. What the heck just happened?
The wife of the blacksmith that Antonius is at right now, she was once a lover of Alphonse's, and there was a huge scandal, and they had to move to a small village to avoid like a huge brouhaha happening in the city.
I am not there because if I am, he'd be dead.
You're probably at the inn with me, just kind of like chilling around, looking.
Yeah.
I'm in the square. So.
No, as
No, I'm
blacksmith
making
shops,
random
no offense
objects.
to anybody,
Oh, okay.
but blacksmith shops really aren't a place for blind people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One mistake and you get bumped with a hot iron bar and you've got to burn for life.
I mean, that's assuming you don't fall into the bellows.
So yeah, we won't.
That's
Yeah.
assuming I care about
Bellows would
me
be the
burning
best
my
thing
skin.
to land on.
Having a
The
permanent
forge.
scar.
Or
I would care too much.
I don't mean the bellows. Yeah, I meant
The forge, the auto hammer.
the auto hammer.
The auto hammer.
Yeah.
Do they
with
have
a
an
water,
auto hammer?
a water mill, and you have some leather belts, and it raises and lowers the.
Oh.
Okay, that is not at all what I pictured when you said auto hammer.
Yeah, me neither.
So Alphonse, this will probably come back to bite you later, but as of right now, she just storms off and nothing happens. But yeah, I'm gonna add an enemy.
I'm gonna bite him later.
I'm gonna add an enemies to your circles.
You just walk up to Antonius, you're like, "Hey, Antonius, how are you doing, my friend?" And then she. The blacksmith's like, "What?"
So Theo, what are you doing as we kind of close up? What do you spend your evening doing?
Let's see.
We should
I
spar.
don't really know. Like, I don't know what I'd be doing because I'm just kind of like, what is our overall goal from the?
You're
church
trying to find out who in this
Kill
town are
heretics.
heretics and kill them.
Okay, so
And like I'm assuming it was kind of like an unspoken thing that like you'd start tomorrow.
yeah, it's like walk in and be like, hey, you guys like know any heretics around here?
You guys have any rabbits or small bugs?
So are we
Oh,
supposed to do
no.
this nondescriptly, or are we supposed to like?
I mean, yeah, you're not expected to like go. You do not have the authority or the the church does not want this to turn into like a huge like whatever. You're supposed to do it
About that.
discreetly.
The point of it being us and not them is that it
Doesn't
doesn't
have
want
a
to
lot.
look like the church has come
Exactly,
down hard
yeah.
on
Yeah.
even hard on the
Like,
heresy.
That makes sense.
it was like kill everybody in the town, wipe out the entire
Right to the
town.
ground.
No one can say anything. No one knows who it
I'll
is.
let the patron saints sort them out.
I'd probably like ask around, like, not like, hey, do you see any heretics around? Just kind of like, hey,
Bad
what
stuff
does
going
that guy
on.
do? What does that guy do? Does he know anything about him? Or
Okay, so you just kind of start the preliminary like asking around
get-
about people.
getting to know people, yeah, like seeing like who goes to who prays to the gods and who doesn't.
Sure,
Stuff
yeah.
like that.
Okay, so we kind of like yeah.
Kind of like start like conversations like, oh yeah, about the church, see like people are like, oh, that stupid church, I don't want anything to do with that, heretics, people who would say, just start kind of like political conversations, just kind of get people talking about stuff. And
yeah.
Kind of like mark people like, oh, he's good, he
Uh-huh.
supports the church.
Okay, so
that guy.
yeah,
But
If you want a
but not
safe way to
very
approach that, you start moaning about the nobility and their oppressiveness, and then you sort of slide sideways toward the church
Exactly.
and see if
Yeah,
people go with
exactly.
you
Kinda
with
like, I
that.
just kind of like throw conversation in there, see how people react, and people are like, oh, how could you say about nobility? And like if they support it, they'll defend it. But now they're like, yeah, I agree, and I'm like kind of like label people and just kind of like not do anything, just kind of like see my mark.
Definitely.
Like, oh,
So I think what happens when you're doing this, I'm assuming you're kind of doing this in like the marketplace as like the people are like kind of closing down their shops
yeah,
and
like, I'm good with talking to people. Like I'm really friendly. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
hey, how's it going?
Sure.
I can
So
I
so
can-
you're doing this and you're kind of like talking to people, and I think we close on a shot where so you're like talking to someone and the camera kind of like pans over to a shadowy figure off in the distance, like, and then he kind of like just like is staring at you, and then he disappears around the corner, and you don't notice this. Theo doesn't notice this, but the audience does, and like and that's kind of like where we close.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and go through each of your guys' beliefs and instincts real quick, see if you got any fate, and then we'll call this a wrap. So Alphonse, start with you.
Okay.
David just wanted to roll a sword.
Wasting my roll, man.
So go ahead, Alphonse.
Pretty good roll.
Okay, I'm just as good as Dylan, and I'll prove it by trying to defame him.
I mean, you tried.
That was all you did all session. Good deal.
Yeah.
You tried to defame him.
Yeah.
I want to end the papacy, and I'll start by scamming the church.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, I scammed a
Hey,
noble
those
out of money. Yeah,
those
the monks, I got them
are
drunk.
rich, aren't they?
Yeah.
You scammed them.
I think you kind of did. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Go ahead and take
I
fate
want
for
to
that.
restore. Yes, I want to restore my reputation by building new relationships. Theo.
Sure. Go ahead and
Yeah.
take fate for that.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Always entertain myself.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Take fate for that.
Alcohol, yeah.
Well,
No, I think
did that
you
get
said,
you into trouble though? Oh yeah, it did.
Alpha
Yeah.
is like,
What were you talking about?
It definitely got you into trouble.
about all this like stuff about me with the Pope. I was like, well, as a nobleman and a clergyman, I'd say it was foolish, arrogant, and very stupid. But as a criminal, I say well done.
Oh man.
Always make the
You know how,
situation
like, I've been
worse.
in both
You're
positions,
always
kind of-
going to get fate for that, Jared.
Okay. Rabble rouser. I didn't really do that.
I
Drunk.
actually think you did. I think you got
Yes.
the priest
The
roused.
Yeah.
whole party
Yeah.
was you being a rebel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rest
and you got trouble for that.
And I got drunk. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and take fate for those.
Mark of privilege. I pretended to be a different noble. If that.
It didn't get you in trouble necessarily though.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
it didn't. If it gets you into trouble in the future, you might. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that you did that, so even the letter I sent shouldn't
Yeah.
probably get you in
Mhm,
trouble.
it's not.
But
Tall Tale Teller definitely did that. Dinosaur.
Yeah, but
hunting.
did it get you into trouble? That one helped you actually.
that helped you, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got yeah. Rapier wit. Did that get me into trouble at all?
Did it?
Don't think so. No.
No, I don't
I mean,
think so. You did it
mean,
a lot.
Dylan
but-
hate me more.
I mean, he already wants to kill you. You
You
did
just want to
almost.
kill me even more.
If you'd actually cut your tongue out, then yeah, you would totally get paid for that.
Woo.
You did.
And we would all be glad for it too.
Yeah.
No,
Now-
I'm gonna grow on you, Antonius.
So-
Not if I have to
Fungus.
get
You
that,
can technically get fate for haughty, religious, or glutton if you play to them and they got you into trouble. So does everybody ever think that he might have played any of those or?
Well, glutton,
gluttonous,
overindulging
I
on
guess.
wine. I mean, except
Well, it
gluttonous
wasn't.
more food related than drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it also wasn't like it wasn't the perception of him being gluttonous that really got him in trouble. He was just being. Well, I guess that's
Yeah.
okay. Does it have to be the fact that people see you that way that gets you in
No,
trouble?
not really.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. I mean, I guess we could, though. I mean, I think he's already gotten fate for two.
He's
things,
already
so
got
we
fate for
could
two
go
things that are
back.
very similar to that. So I think,
Yeah.
well, yeah, we'll leave it. at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's probably it then. Yeah, for you.
Okay.
That's a lot of fate, man. What is that?
Yeah.
8 fate. Wow.
That's crazy.
You have a fate machine of a character over there.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he does.
All right, Antonius.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read those off, and we'll see.
I want to get my life back, so I'll prove myself by completing this mission. I worked toward completing the mission, but it
Yeah.
didn't complete yet, so therefore
So fate.
get a fate. Really?
Yeah,
Because
you
I
get
worked
fate for
toward the
Yeah.
belief.
Yeah,
but
so
you get
get
fate for
affection.
trying it, and you get persona for actually completing.
I despise the oppressive nobility, therefore I'll hurt the first noble I see. I didn't do that really because I would have probably taken Dylan or Jared or both.
Oh, but I'm being
mashed
so
them into a
nice.
wall.
I think you mean
Nice
would
is
have
a
been run
relative
through.
term. You're impressive. Yes, exactly. I know better than to attack a man who has a sword and. is- Yeah, no, you're a little intimidating yet. So no, I didn't do anything
Yeah.
with that.
Mhm.
Instincts. If I see something broken, I must fix it. Didn't really do anything this
Really?
round. I always believe I am right.
Not
I
really.
don't think that got you in
Didn't
trouble.
Get me in trouble. No, I always have a knife on me. Didn't get me in trouble, but I did trim my beard.
With a knife, yeah.
See, and then character traits here: broken in, ambitious, cynical. Didn't really do much for me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of yours really did.
Unlucky, I got knocked off a horse by a rock.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take fate for the lucky. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay, so that's
two.
2 for you. All right, Cantarius.
I'm looking through them right now. I didn't get anything. I was spared for a reason, and I will administer my own justice. I Did nothing of the sort.
Mhm.
The staff is the key to figuring out what happened to my son. If I break it, maybe the bondage of my son's soul can be broken as well. Didn't do that. Alphonse is evil in every regard, and I'll find a way to punish him like I have been punished. Didn't do that. Instincts, if there's a
evil?
confrontation, I take the lead. I practice that with the teenagers in the rock and stuff like that, but it didn't
It didn't get you into trouble, yeah.
Always inventing something. I practiced that. Didn't get me in any trouble. Never harm a child. That didn't harm the children that were attacking us, but that didn't get me into trouble.
It got someone else in trouble. Antonius got hit in the head with a rock. I don't know if that counts.
You know what? Go ahead and take fate for that, simply because you haven't gotten fate for anything, and that's kind of on the part that everyone else kind of stole the show this time. So
yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway, character.
You better be
traits.
important next time, Kentarius.
Rabble rouser. Well, I mean, the point of my character is I'm blind and I'm not important. So anyway, rabble rouser. I don't think I even.
You have that?
Yeah, that's really confusing. Why do I have that?
it's something that
probably
you
won't
got
learn it.
from. It's something
Can
you
we
got
all
from
vote to
being
take
a
that off?
student. Yeah, at the end of the scenario, yes, you could.
Yep. When we get a chance, we'll vote that off because that's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this isn't the end of a scenario. This is the end of a session.
Yeah, this is the end of the session.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
probably when we finish killing all of the heretics will
Yeah.
probably be when we can do that, and when Jared and I can get our auras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gifted,
Oh.
dreadful, intimidating, blind.
Did intimidate somebody with your blindness, but it didn't get you into trouble.
If their parents come back later and shank you, then you can get fate for that.
Did
Small consolation.
did blind give me into any trouble? I don't think it did.
I don't think it did. No. You've gotten
You
pretty
didn't
lucky
try
with
to
that.
walk there. You didn't try to come into the blacksmith shop, so no.
Oh,
Religious.
Yeah, really on it.
I would also
blood,
recommend
body,
staying away from foundries.
Yeah, I don't think the rest of it did. So, don't worry, Connor. I'll make sure you do things next time.
Bless you.
I have clothes. Does that give me any favor?
No. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Dylan.
Alright, the gods have minds above ours and are to be trusted above all others. I will seek their divine purpose in the situation. I don't think I really looked for anything
No, not really.
guidance-wise. I need to kind of rework that one. Alphonse will pay for what he did to our sister, even if I have to kill myself. Find a reason to report folly to the Inquisitor. I've been kind of just building up stuff.
No,
send
you
to-
literally did though. Like you reported folly to someone else,
That's
but
true.
that's yeah.
You're right.
So go ahead and take fate for that. That's fine.
Okay. What kind of thing should I do, or what kind of thing do you think I should do to actually complete that as a persona? Like send him something to actually get him killed? Is that what I should probably do?
I mean,
Maybe I
I will
should find
find a
something
reason
like
to
her
report folly to the Inquisitor is good. I mean, as soon as you
Okay.
find a reason to report folly to the Inquisitor, you get a persona for it. So
Okay. Alright, yeah. And then I've been entrusted with the holy task, and I'll keep ruffians assigned to it in line. Putting Alphonse in his place is the first step. I guess I'll leave it up to you when you think Alphonse, because I mean, my character probably thinks he's already put Alphonse in his place. Like, obviously, Alphonse is never going to not be obnoxious, but he knows not to screw with him, and like,
that's fine. Go ahead and take fate for that. You're fine.
so,
Gosh, you look like a beast. You actually look like a pilot because you got like the headset. You're like, "Got it."
but I'm trying to figure out when I'd get persona for that, just because I need to.
When Alphonse is very legitimately put in his place.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
You're
Alright,
working
and then-
towards it, but you haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, probably the first time I cut him will be when that happens. Never go unarmed under any circumstances that didn't cause a problem. I didn't have to fight anybody honorably. I never leave the what?
Go ahead and
Never leave a word-
go ahead and take fate for never leave a word against the gods unchallenged, because Antonius definitely likes you less after that exchange,
Yeah,
and
I kind of
probably
also
Theo
made an
too.
enemy out of Theo.
Yeah.
Disciplined, it didn't really give me any issues. Being religious didn't really give me any problems. Haughty, goodness. I mean, maybe. I guess I failed that roll at the gate.
Yeah, go
That
ahead and
was kind of
go ahead and
insane.
take fate for religious. That's fine.
Okay, thanks. And then Mark Privilege didn't do anything. Faithful didn't do anything. I mean, not if I already did religious. And then Tonsure, that didn't cause any problems. I can use that to my advantage.
No.
Obviously, being fearless didn't cause any issues.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So Theo, last but not least.
I just have a question.
Uh-huh.
Or something to tell you. You know that like you have control over whether or not Nirani tells me to kill someone, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I do Nirani.
I'm sure you make liberal use of that.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any beliefs that I completed because they all have to do with well, I don't know, trusting the gods.
All you have to do is work towards them. Technically, you don't have to actually. If you complete them, you get a persona. But if you did anything to work towards them at all, you get. Fate.
Unfortunately, I don't really think he
In
did.
the general sense, I am, because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this bidding for the church, but I'm still doing mine. Like, I'm still like, I'm not like forgetting about it. I'm like still on my quest. If it's between following the church's orders and doing Ronnie's bidding, I'm gonna do that. So I'm still doing it. I haven't got anything. So I was like,
yeah. Well, I was actually thinking that would be almost directly tied to your actual faith attribute, and like if you had done a test towards increasing your faith, then that would have given you fate.
He should probably get a fate for whatever thing we want to attribute to the fact that he made an enemy out of me the first couple seconds he met me by insulting the gods.
I think that was I'm fighting whether or not to trust the gods. That's what I was thinking.
That
Can we just take a moment? We can just take a moment real quick and just find how cute the DNR in the back of David's on his wall. It's just so cute it is. Can we just take a moment to relish that? It's beautiful.
Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You can take a fate for that then.
How do you even do that? Do I just click the fate box?
Yeah, go ahead and click that fate box, and then once you have all these tallied up, go to stats and skills, and there's a bubble. There's like a circle in there on the right, in the bottom right, that has like fate and persona, and you can just add that there.
Yeah, the boxes here are just to help you remember when you go back to actually add them up. So.
Yeah. So if the guy, tells me to kill someone, I kill them. I mean, I didn't tell you to kill anyone, so.
Always judge a book by its cover. I would say yeah, because I judged all of them by. You know,
but did it get you into trouble per se?
Oh no.
I mean, I feel like he kind of not alienated himself, but he kind of put himself in an awkward position by being so blunt with everybody. Like, I mean, obviously we already gave him something for making an enemy out of me, but he kind of.
Sure.
I feel like
that's fine. Go ahead and take fate for that then too.
A really awkward introduction because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, then never heed danger.
Yeah, looking at the rest of it, it doesn't look like you. That traits, it doesn't look like.
No, because most of it's fighting, so I haven't been tested very much. So
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Okay, cool. Well, there you go. That's it for episode 2 of Crow Inquisitors. I guess I'll see you guys next week, same time, same bat channel.
Same bad jam.
We'll go kill some party. Oh yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Adios.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Toodles.
Bye.